I think we're live. We're live everywhere, nationwide, internet-wide. We're on every channel, all of them.
Trying to stream on my channel. We'll see how this goes. I've never done this before, so. By the way, this is a test of who loves me and who loves Jamie, who's streaming on my channel versus his channel. So just letting everybody know.
Yeah, we'll be comparing figures. Make sure you hit like on Tom's live stream because it does stuff, I think. Anyway, this is Dead Dodge Garage Live / Tom's V Code special. How's it going, everybody? All kinds of people in early. Oh, sweet. You totally can see who's coming in from your channel. Alan and Ben Braddock are on your channel. Wow. That's messed up. Those are some of my guys.
I don't think the comments are combined, though. I think it's two different comment streams.
I've got them here.
Am I wrong?
I've got them all here.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't think you have them live, though. I'm watching two YouTubes. I'm watching mine and yours. The comments are not linked.
No.
online,
No. It's in StreamYard. Look, you don't see the comments in StreamYard. That's your problem. Get a computer.
Okay.
Get a real computer like a grown-up, and then...
I don't do Macs. Sorry, I just don't.
Even your Windows laptop. You just get a computer, not a phone. What if we're watching both? I think the internet would catch on fire if you're watching both live streams at once. Anyway...
Which would be great. Film it.
That would be great. Yeah, film the internet. Film the internet burning to the ground. Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
What's up? 115 people with us. Thanks for joining. Much appreciated. This, of course, is the thing we always do on Sunday. If my math is correct, you've got maybe 7 or just 10, 13 people on your channel. Something like that.
It says 13 people watching. So.
What did I say? That was good math. Nailed it. Todd Denayo says that Sport Fury GT was sweet. Yeah, so if you've missed it, and I doubt you did because Tom's video today has like a few thousand more views than my video today. It's messed up.
By the way, I don't think I've ever beat Jamie on a Sunday. I don't think
you have either.
I beat Jamie. It just took an electric car on Jamie's end and a Sport Fury GT code on my end.
Yeah, you're punching way above your weight class today.
Definitely.
No, it was cool, and I still haven't seen your video. I was there for at least part of it, but I haven't had a chance to watch it. Just like he hasn't had a chance to watch mine because I released a video today. Some of you may have seen it. It's about a new charger. Oh, it just jumped into 7 out of 10. Not bad. I'm sure this will come as a shock. I do a video completely different from my normal stuff on a subject completely different from my normal stuff, and it doesn't do amazing on the channel. But I have to say, thank you, Rich. Rich Riker watched them both. Thank you. Wow, Robert Fitch watched your video before mine.
Thanks, Robert. I knew you liked me better.
It's messed up. Anyway, as you might imagine, there are people have a lot of thoughts on electric cars and electric chargers in particular, and I fully anticipated that. The response has been less negative than I thought, so I'm happy with that. Richie Ferg sent me $5 to tell me that he respects my opinion on the new charger, but also says respectfully that I'm wrong. That's fine. Have you driven one? Because I've driven one, and it was awesome. Anyway, Wargos loves the C-body vids. Yes, he's going to keep them coming.
Yeah, hopefully I have a very special, it's not technically a C-body, but it's a full-size Mopar. It's more forward look. Yeah. I'm hoping it'll ship out next week. I'll let you know when that one comes. I got to get shipping set up next week. It was right in Tornado Alley this weekend, so he was nice enough to move it into his shop so he didn't get pummeled by hail, which I appreciate.
That was kind of him. This guy, whose name I have read out before, 01LS1Z28DABX, just became a YouTube member. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. I haven't checked the number on that lately. I know it's a good bit over 200 now. I feel like
was there an HP? Was there an HP stamping on the front pad of that 6x for? Yes, there was. Yes. And I totally meant to go back up there and take a video of it, and I just. Dude, I finished that video at like 10:30 last night. I spent another hour editing, and then I passed out because it was like I had 2 long videos. I don't usually do that. It was a lot of work to get those videos out.
Oh yeah, we were talking. We were both up late editing. Was it Friday night? I don't remember. We were talking like midnight or something. Like still going strong.
Yeah, it was very late last night. Yes.
My mom is late. What else is new? Oh yeah, so the reason I didn't watch Tom's video today is because one, responding to comments, and two, we bought my wife a new car. It's a Jeep. It's a 2019 Grand Cherokee Limited V6. It's friggin' sweet.
That's basically what I have my wife. She's got a Durango we've had for a few years. They're good rigs.
Yeah. Richie Ferg is not the only person that wants to see a Turbo Slant 6 in a 2025 Charger. Oh, yeah. David Corliss says, Tom, I can't wait to see the car on the road again.
Yeah, we're working towards that. Benimus, yeah, the regular GT motor, the Lopo T code didn't have HP on it, but the 6-pack motor did. So yeah, it does have HP on it. But the regular GT 440 motor, the T code, wouldn't have that. So yep.
Jeff R is here. How's it going, Jeff? Been seeing Jeff on the Discord a lot. By the way, that's a thing we have. If you're not in the Dead Dodge Garage Discord, there's all kinds of people in there. It's a party, and everyone's invited. But anyway, he says it looks brighter in my studio. Yeah, the sun's out again, but give it a minute. It's literally...
I know. Daylight savings is light when
right
the spring
now.
happens.
Yeah.
It's nice. Dave Rodemacher got 2 alerts. Yeah, this is a friendship test.
Which one am I watching?
Watch,
He's on my channel. I'm just
I'm
saying.
up to 25.
Nice. How's it going, everybody that's over on Rocket Tom's channel? We've got 177 between both, so welcome. Thanks for being here. 152 of that are on mine. No big deal. Ross, I could swear the Hurricane 6 Charger was out. I was in the dealership picking up wheel bearing bolts, walked right past it. As far as I know, there are none out yet. It's coming, but they did the electric car first. They rushed the electric car to market, and it still took until 2025 to have 2024 cars to dealerships. I do not believe there are Hurricane cars yet. I don't think so.
That's crazy that it's a 24 model released in 25. It's usually the other way around.
Really interesting, isn't it?
Bad.
I put 2024 in my title. That is a 24 model. It says it on the Maroni label and everything. And someone said, like, don't you mean 2025? No, I don't. Captain Kurt's Garage is here. How's it going? Thank you, Alan. Yeah, the new Jeep is excellent. Paul Wortman's over on your channel. Hit the like. I hit the like button, and I'm a Luddite. If you're on your phone, you have to close chat to find the like button. But please hit that because it does stuff. C. Kramer 115 asked, how many broken torsion bars have you seen?
That's my third I've seen. It's not common. I bought a 73 Charger one time out of like a swamp. Had a 404 barrel motor with an 8 3/4, and it had a broken torsion bar from sitting. And I think there was one A body I saw with one, but it's not common, but it does happen. Stone
Soup had one. I think that's the only one I've ever seen. God, I feel like there's maybe on a car from the ranch.
Oh, yeah. That wouldn't surprise me out there.
No.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. Stone Soup and that Sport Fury are the only two that come to mind specifically. And McLovin Garage, one of our mods, did put up a link to the Discord, so if you want to join us there, click on that.
Mad Mike asked a question, was there ever a 70 Sport Fury GT convertible? There was not. So you could get a convertible in 1970 on a Fury, but they were all Fury 3s. They had exposed headlights, and obviously the lower trim. A lot of guys have put the hideaway headlights in them because they look way better, but there was just a Fury 3 in 70.
Yeah, that makes sense. Someone else, I saw a comment on Instagram. Someone was thinking there had been a convertible GT, but no,
there never was.
I think they specifically thought it was a convertible GT V-code car, which, not a thing.
Yeah, impossible. Couple more questions here. So how's it going with 6-pack pistons and 6-pack rods? Yeah, it's a different balancer with that. So in 70 they went to heavy rods and the 440 HP and the 6-pack motors, and they actually have a unique balancer with a different weight on it.
Yep, looks a lot like the later cast crank balancer, but the D-shaped weight on the front is shorter. And again, I did a video on this 6 months ago, maybe more than that.
Yeah,
about what makes a 6-pack a 6-pack. But and the thing that I learned is none of that was actually six pack specific because the standard HP 440 had that for 1970 on until they ran out of them. And like you've seen them as late as 74, right? Is it 73 or 4? 440 HP still having
73, I think, is the last year, because my 72 Polaro Washington State Patrol car has a forged crank with the 6-pack internals. So I'm pretty sure they did that in 73 too, but they kind of phased it out at that point. Yep. So Coppers did it.
Adon Van Panzern's back hurts, but he's here. Welcome.
Excellent. Somebody asked, I can't pronounce your name. It's something Ghost. What's a 70 Fury's rough weight and top speed? I believe they're about 4,200 pounds. And the Michigan State Police did top speed tests on those, and they were about 145 top speed on those with the 440 HP in them. So I don't know about the 6-pack. And apparently they did do a road test on a prototype 6-pack V Code Fury that's in a magazine. But apparently the quarter mile time was like 16 or something. So something was wrong with that car because that should have been faster even back then on Bias Plays.
Nice. Spitfire Mike says something a few people have said in the comments, so I want to read it. The new Charger kind of reminds me of a Camaro, except the back end. I don't see that. I mean, you could put a Camaro next to a modern Challenger. They are very similar cars. There's no question of that, but I can distinctly tell the difference between the two, and I did not notice the Charger looking very Camaro-esque. Maybe it's that side window shape. I honestly thought that looked more like an Audi, like an A5, I think was the model I was thinking of. I have to say it's interesting. It's not very Charger, but sitting in the car and looking back, you can see why they did that. There's so much space in there. It's crazy.
I mean, you literally see a Camaro every day. So if anybody
I know, that's what I'm saying.
It's the same.
It's not the same. It's the lines are
your
not the
brother
same.
has one.
Indeed. I have to park next to that damn thing. I showed it in the video, actually. Richie Fergo 2 says the Hurricane seems cool in theory. I've heard they're piles of crap. I have not heard that. I strongly suspect they will be. I'm curious. I don't know. Oh, that's funny. Ron G got it. It's a party and everyone's invited. Hold on. Hang on. Yes. Gaffo Jones. I got his calendar this year. It's over there. He sent me a bunch of shirts too.
Once you get on the mailing list, you're always on the mailing list.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great. Yeah. I always give those to Laura Lee every year. Nice.
Yeah, I always see him hanging out. He has some great stuff. If you have an opportunity to get the Wagons of Steel calendar, I recommend it. There are things like pick a fight with your cat, throw a good tool in the bushes day. There's a lot of good stuff on there.
It's great.
Yes, wife.
Yeah, another comment about torsion bars. Yeah, they always break while sitting. I've never seen one. I've never even heard of one breaking under load. They always break when they're sitting. I don't know why. I'm sure there's some physics reason for that.
I'm sure you're right. Alan loves the 70 Fury. Granddad's Junk is here. How's it going, guys? I do apologize if I don't read your comment tonight. There are a lot of comments, and we're going to try and, hit on everybody's questions and that kind of stuff. But I make no guarantees I'm going to be able to get to all of them.
There's a lot. So.
Oh, that's fine, Jeff. No, you can post on the Discord all you like. Like I say, I've been seeing you on there. That's cool. Very cool. Eric Jorgensen, do you see modern Charger Challenger prices falling soon? I don't know. It's really hard to answer that.
I've definitely seen the depreciation on the depreciation on EVs has been a lot. So.
Oh yeah, I see. I was going to read that comment too. There is no question. The depreciation on that is going to be serious. I checked again on the website today. They still have the car, and Dodge has instituted a nationwide rebate. So it shows the price of that car, which was originally $70K, at $60K. They are trying to get people into those cars. They want them out in the wild so people can see them. They want to get them moving, and I think that's interesting. I don't think it's a sign that the cars aren't necessarily going to be worth what they're asking, but I do find it interesting that they've offered a great warranty and a hell of a rebate to get people in them.
Yeah. Charles is on my chat. Hi, Charles. He's part of we call it the GT Mafia.
Yeah.
Charles Martindale.
It's not a big club.
No. But I call them the GT Mafia. There's like a group of people who are like completely obsessed with GTs. Charles is one of them. He owns another V Code 6-pack Fury GT. He's in it's a black one with
Yeah.
burnt orange interior called the Halloween car. So
I showed his car the day he picked it up. I showed it in a video, and I don't remember what video it was. Like I should have done a GT video a long time ago, but my microphone's falling. Gravity's killing me today. I should have done a GT video a long time ago. I wanted to do one on Trev's, but I kind of wanted him to do it because he is the guy. He knows the stuff. Like, I'm not a C-body expert. I'm not a GT expert. So I kind of wanted to just say, this is Trev. This is Trev's car. Trev to make a video. But anyway, I never have done that. I'm going to do one on the red car. I don't yet know what's happening in my video on the red car. Like, probably we're taking it apart, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Jamie's obviously gonna do a video on that car too. It's just a matter of we just gotta find the right angle. It's probably gonna be more than mechanical, taking the motor apart, getting it freed up, kind of that kind of stuff. So
yeah, and that'll be fun. That will be a great archaeological dig. It's unfortunate that we can't make it run as it is. Like, that's what I would want to do, but as rare, as desirable, as special as that numbers matching 6-barrel is, it deserves the best of everything we can give it. And it sees now, even if we get it turning, it's never going to be right. So we got to take it apart.
Well, and that was the debate we had. We talked about this for a while, and we're like, this thing is frozen solid. I want to make sure we document everything before we take it apart. Mm-hmm. Everything's unique on that car. There's like... There's only 4 cars out there with the original motors in it, and this is one of the examples of that. And even though it's been messed with a little bit, we want to be very, very careful taking this thing apart. Yeah. Yep. I'm pretty sure the motor's been out. So,
Mark M is here. How's it going, Mark? He's on the way home from Portland. He was there for the Roadster show. Longtime DDG supporter and Tom's favorite. Nice.
Rooster asked if there was a 4-speed 6-barrel. No, last 4-speed C body was 68. Didn't make any 4-speeds. There was a 3 on the tree for a couple years, 69, 70, but it was only available with the low performance motors. So,
yeah, David, exactly. I was going to say this just a minute ago about the back seat, the new Charger, the way it's laid out. You fold the seats flat. It is the 66 Charger. Like, they have the lines off the 68, but the interior, the way they laid that out, it's just like the 66. It's kind of cool. The Challenger isn't like that.
I wonder if that was on purpose.
It's a brilliant feature. Whether they went, we're going to make this like the 66 Charger, or they went, this is what we're going to do for this car, I don't know. But I got the same exact vibe. I was like, dude, it's a 66 Charger. There's a storage area from the back, the very, very back, all the way to the back of the front seats. It's the 66 Charger. It's brilliant. I love that. Cool. Not that I used it very often, but yeah.
Mikey Mopar asked, did GTs get that hood, or did all 70 Furies get that hood? It's actually all 70 Furies have that bulge hood. There's the GTs got the stripe, and then there was turn signals on the hood, or not turn signals on the hood. There's 2 different stampings for that, but it's all the same hood in 70. They all use that bulge hood.
Did all the GTs have the turn signal inserts?
It was optional, so no. It was okay. In fact, my silver car I don't think has them, but this one has a light package, so it has it. So,
were there convertible S23s?
No, it was just Fury 3.
S23 had the same stripe, but it said S23, right?
Yeah, so basically the S23 is like a Duster Twister, which was basically a 340 Duster without the motor. It was basically the S23 was a Fury GT without the motor. Yeah, basically. Yeah. So it's a really cool package. It's really rare. You don't see very many of them, but it's a really cool package. So
Dr. Art,
my brother's feeling left out.
Financial decision. Oh, why? Because we haven't talked about his L at all.
It got a little overshadowed today.
It did. Yeah. Yes, some 80s Mopars have that same hatchback layout. Yes.
And Jamie's going to have a video on the L probably next week. Unfortunately, the radiator cracked, which I forgot to put in my video. So Jamie wanted to do a test drive with it, obviously. So if Gary gets the radiator fixed this week, hopefully next week, Jamie will have a video on that.
Excuse me. Yeah, I started a video, and then I was tuning on it. I shut it off or something. I was doing something, and I heard kink. But I look at the radiator, and there's a little puddle of coolant on top of it. But then I went back and looked at my previous shots, and there were stains coming down from that spot already. So I got timestamps. I didn't do that.
Not Jamie's fault. Not Jamie's fault.
Tom keeps
Not
throwing
Jamie's
me under
fault.
the bus for things. I kept the
I
receipts.
did
on
that
one.
once for something you've repeatedly done in the shop before. My bad.
Like, you called me a hack last week, and then
Didn't call you a hack.
yeah, you said I do sketchy stuff all the time. It's the same thing.
Well, do you watch your channel?
I have before. Lovejoy, what is that that's cracked? Is that a... Oh. What transmission is that? That's neat. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Goes all the way down the transmission case. Yikes. Yeah, I can see it there. I can see it. That's not good. Beaker138 is here. Haven't seen that name in a while. Dude, I know your feelings on stroked versus not stroked. Can you explain your opinion a bit for me? I will be rebuilding my 360 this coming fall. Torque is my main goal. If torque is your main goal, a stroker can work very well. I think that's why they've become so popular, because street torque, you get that. The trade-off is RPM. The shorter stroke will RPM more easily, essentially. There are applications where there were factory de-stroked engines for performance uses in the day. And I like to think of that as the better way to go for the kind of fun I want to have. Strokers are popular. There's a reason they're popular. A 360 with its stock crank can make plenty of torque too. So it's kind of up to you. I mean, I don't know. I'd look at a bunch of different builds and see which one is closest to what you want.
Yeah,
Also
I
kinda
mean,
depends
we
on
just
the
built
money.
one in the we built one in the shop. We've got a 400 stroker we're working on. I need to finish, but yeah, I mean, it's a good way to go, but there are some downsides. So
Yep. Rich Jordan wants to know how many, if the dealer told me how many people came in wanting to buy the red Charger in the parking lot. They did not. Nice.
Andrew Button said his 72 Newport 440 had a cast crank. Yeah, everything non-HP had a cast crank in 72. So only the 440 HP's got those 6-pack rods. So
Tom Fry's waiting on my model building video so he can get some tips when he builds his. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it. I thought about it. I still might. I need to build the model. I have a friend with a YouTube channel who did a couple model building videos, and they did not do well at all. If I were to do it, what I wanted to do was relate the model to an actual car. And I did. Oh, I guess I could tell everyone this. I did have a 59 Saratoga, which would have been a great thing to show comparing to my 300 model. Unfortunately, I sold that yesterday. It's not unfortunate. I'm happy to get one out of the driveway, but
that's a good thing.
That's not going to happen now. So I don't guarantee that's going to happen. Ibanonymous or Ibanimous, I still don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. Do you have a 70 Chrysler 300 Hurst to go with the GT?
I have two, actually.
Yes, you do.
Well, not officially. I'm buying the other one, but they're both here. One's under storage. Unfortunately, the owner passed away, but I made a deal with the family to buy it. So I'm going to have two Hearsts. I'm going to do a video on it this summer. Unfortunately, they're both extremely buried in my back shops right now, but I'm probably going to end up selling one of them. So at some point this summer, I will take them both out, do a video on them, and one's probably going to get sold. Because the thing about, I love a 7300 Hearst, but I don't need the same car. It's basically the same car. So I don't need two of them.
Yeah, no. SC John said, Dead Dodge Garage, I wanted to thank you for your review of the new Charger. It was nice to see a car guy not screaming it was evil. I think you were fair. Thank you, John. I really tried to be. Like, there is a lot to like there. There are also things to not like. I tried to be as fair as I could. I 100% want to drive the gas version of that car. I'm excited to drive the gas version of that car. I really think it's a good looking design. It's had teething problems. You know, everyone out there is just screaming because it exists at all. And I wanted to go, now hold on a second. Like, it's worth looking at this. So I did that. And I'm proud of what I did, and hopefully it's appreciated out there. It seems to be, judging by the comments, there are a lot of people that kind of said the same thing. So thank you. Much appreciated. Most of the EVs are so expensive and ugly. The Charger is expensive. There's no question it's expensive. I don't think it's ugly. I don't like the hood thing. That's the one thing I don't like is the weird bulgy hood.
And people are asking why the sales are so slow on EVs. I think the problem is they just saturated the market. There's just too many came out all at once, and people aren't quite ready for them yet. I mean, I don't think they're
Yeah.
necessarily bad, but with the depreciation on them, it's brutal.
That's
So
the thing. And again, I don't want to get into like EV mandates or the political side of things. I think in general there was a rush towards electric vehicles that people aren't ready for. I still think they're the future, but I don't think we should be forcing that future to get here sooner than the battery technology and the electrical grid are ready for it. I think these cars should be available. There are people that want them. There are people that love them. There are people that appreciate them. There are also people that don't. So I agree with other people who have said this, and I just saw the same comment from Greasebelly Garage, who is a member, thank you, and said marketing would have been so much better for the Charger if the internal combustion version was released first. Or have them both ready. Like, why this? Why did it take so long to get the EV, and then the gas version is still another, 6-8 months out? Like, I don't know.
We'll see. Asked what rear end ratios are available on those 76 barrel Furies. Could you get into really deep gears? I don't think so. I need to go double check the data book on that, but I'm pretty sure it was just 323s because from what I've told, you cannot get a 26-inch radiator on one of those. And if you got gears, you would have had a 26. I don't think there was a package for that. I could be wrong about that. I got to double check the data book, but I'm pretty sure it was just 323s, either open or sure grip. So.
Captain Kurt's Garage, I've heard about this, the weight of the EV car thing, and you're not wrong. But do you know how much pickup trucks weigh? How about 3/4 ton pickup trucks? You know, the thing that every lawn mowing guy drives, or every guy that has to move an engine around occasionally? Do you have any idea? I'm just saying. Or how about big SUVs? Yes, an EV car is heavier than an equivalent gas car, but it's not heavier than the frickin' urban assault vehicles and 3/4 and 1 ton trucks that litter America's highways today. So I don't think that is a fair point. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Charles said 276 was optional on the six pack, at least on the GT. So yeah,
170 miles an hour.
pretty much.
I was
top speed, unlimited.
Oh, I just heard a Camaro start in the distance.
on a cold, silent night, you can hear Camaro in the background.
That's true.
I screwed that up.
What are you drinking tonight?
It's a frame Japanese lager. I really like it. I like this brewery. It's my father-in-law's, like one of his best friend's son started it. They have a lot of really good beer, but they basically like rip off beer. I don't know what they have like a Corona that's like they call it Mexican beer, but it's Corona but it's better. This is like Sapporo but like better. I really like it. It's really I tend to go for the low alcohol stuff anymore because I like having like one beer just sitting down and having fun. But it's really good. But yeah, it's Japanese lager. You get it at Fred Meyer around here. It's 5%. So
that's my drinking is 1. I went out last night. I had a burger and 1. I'm still doing the sinful cran, but today it's wrapped in the Savannah Bananas koozie.
The banana hammock.
Stop it. Stop trying to make banana hammock happen. It's not going to happen.
Trying to make it happen.
Stop trying to make it happen. Rooster's 70 Fury has the hood signals. Yeah, they were optional. Again, they were optional on any, I'm sure. Tons of slant 6 swingers had fender mounted turn signals. See those all the time. And sedans and yeah.
Full Garage member asked, are there any Chrysler police wheels that will fit a 67 satellite? Yeah, pretty much all of them will. Real popular for years and years was the 15x7s from the 80s from the Diplomats with the slots on them. They fit on there great. I mean, you can't run a huge tire on that, but yeah, pretty much any cop car wheel will fit a satellite. So
yeah, Bell James pointed out the taillight on the new Charger favors the 66 as well. Yeah, that I hadn't even thought about that. It's perfectly straight across. It does kind of have a line on the bottom. No, the taillights don't, but like the panel under it kind of has the kick-up thing in the middle. But yeah, the lights are just straight like a 66.
Oh, I just
Um,
had a painful question. So Will asked when I'm to see the Valiant wagon. There's a story behind that. You're not. So
yeah.
I'm buying a bunch of cars from a California wrecking yard, and I had this Valiant purchase, 64 Valiant, really clean body, perfect quarter panels, perfect tailgate, bought for $500. I go up there, put rollers on it, get it all ready to go, and they moved it around the yard, took out both quarter panels and the tailgate, and I just left it. So
Yeah, it ain't good. Real bummer.
nope.
Answer 14 just became a member, although I could have sworn you were already. Maybe not. Maybe I imagined that. Anyway, thank you.
Sometimes people just drop out. It's weird.
Well, the thing is, stuff can happen with payments and such. Like, I've heard that a lot. Like, oh, my card got messed up or whatever, and I had to rejoin. It happens. Yeah. Vic asked where my slide is. It's literally right there. The slide guitar lap slide I bought is still there in pieces. I just saw a good one.
Also, I'm sure the percentage on this is pretty small, but anyone watching my live stream who does not subscribe to Jamie at Dead Dodge Garage, you absolutely should. He's streaming on his channel as well at the same time. So
you've got 45 people on your live.
I know, it's not bad.
Welcome everybody from Tom's channel.
I did that live from McCacken, and I got up to like 80, 85 people. I mean, one of them wasn't you, but
dude,
not them still bitter about that. But
SC John with a question. I don't know if I really have one, but what is your dirty secret car that you like but wouldn't admit to anyone? Well, why would I admit it now? Do you have such a thing? Is there a car you like but don't want anyone to know?
I don't know, not really. For whatever reason, the 60 to 62 Valiants have grown on me a little bit over the years. I wouldn't want to be seen in one, but they kind of have their charm. The Road Toad.
How dare you? That Lancer's beautiful. He can hear you. He's in here.
I didn't say Lancer. I said Valiant.
They're not very different.
They're hugely different. The Valiant's got that big maw on it. Like the Lancer actually has a cool grill. I like the Lancer, especially with the aluminum slant 6. But
yeah, but from the side, they have the same toed lines. Yes, Plymouth.
One thing I'll say, but like,
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it was very cool of 5-star to let me do that. Yes, I did let them review the video. At least one of them was. They were cool about it, but one of them was like, oh, I don't know, he wasn't 100% nice and super positive. Like, it's a real review. You don't. That's the whole point. Like, you can get as many not real reviews as you want on the internet. Anyway.
Vic, you said you need a slant 6. You need an inexpensive replacement for the slant. I mean, I can find you one. The problem is getting it to you. So it's $500 to ship it across the country, which is more than what it's worth. I can put out some feelers. I know a buddy near Chicago who's got a lot of A-body stuff. I'll put out some feelers for you, Vic. So, but I don't think it makes sense to ship something from out here. It just doesn't make sense.
Connor Casey dropped in. Connor Casey, of course, the owner of the Ram Charger from yesterday's video. Something about flying down.
Kramer just crossed the C. Kramer just crossed the demilitarized zone. Switch sides.
That's messed up.
Appreciate
it. Dead A-body gets leafed. I saw that comment and I really liked it. What was it? A-body mechanicals, Nissan Leaf drivetrain. Ignore the feelings you're having right now and just do it. That was the comment. It was great. Andrew Button's 1-ton truck weighed exactly 6,000 pounds. The Ram truck weighs exactly 6,000 pounds, or it did before I put the toolbox on it.
Do you weigh that?
I scaled it. Yeah. Nice. Dude, I licensed it for 10,000 pounds, and I had to make damn sure that if anyone ever, tested the theory on that, I was at least close. So I scaled the ramp truck at 6,000. I scaled the Demon at exactly 3,200, and that left me 800 pounds for toolbox and tools and parts and all that stuff. So.
Wow, I got way behind on comments. That was like a minute.
There's a lot happening. We've got almost 250 people total, so I do want to thank you for hanging out with us here. Whose ever channel you're joining us from. Jimmy Babs, I have a 360 in my 87 D150. I'm having what I think is compression coming out the breather and a lot of oil pooling in the air cleaner. Is it a head gasket? Is a head gasket the most likely cause? It's definitely faster than an unladen swallow. European or African? Okay, so is it chooching? That's one cylinder. And that can be a head gasket blown into crankcase. That's something I've seen a couple times on small blocks. They always seem to have, not always, but frequently, usually, more often than not, small block head gasket issues are at the top of the chamber into crankcase right there. That is absolutely something I've seen. It's what happened on the purple 69 Charger when I was driving it home. It happened on my buddy Mike's Dart. Yeah, you often see that, and so it's certainly possible that that is a head gasket if it's one cylinder, and you'll know it's like a choo-choo train, choo choo choo. That's one cylinder. Now, it could be a hole in a piston or something equally horrible, but it is likely to be a head gasket. He did make it home in the Ram Charger. Yes, he's been driving it for a few days now. He sent me a picture of his dog in it.
Excellent.
Looked happy. Dude, that truck is so sweet. Like, yeah. I think he did really good on that. Pretty sure we doubled its value in 2 days, so.
Seriously, I mean, just sorting a truck, like, it makes so much of a difference.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. This is dog. Damn it. Stupid camera. This is dog.
Nice.
That's
Dog
a
out
lot
the
of
window.
dog, too. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fiddly. I was like, you better get a cover for that back seat. So he sent, because it's mint. And so he sent me a picture of it all blanketed up and everything. And then he said, he prefers the window seat. I'm sure he does.
Of course he does.
That
Rob
dog's
Thomas
big enough to
commented on my
ride.
channel. Rob's another member of the GT Mafia. He may not know it, but he is. He's down in Vegas area and has a bunch of GTs. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but the V Code Fury got invited to McCacken, so we have a deadline on that. We don't have a deadline very often in the shop, but we have a November deadline for getting that car done because it's going to McCacken in November, and then going to the owner who lives in the Midwest after that. So
Dave Freeman knew he liked you. Oh, yeah. Answer 14 was a member. Back as a member. See, that's what I was saying. The payment method thing. It happens a lot. Thank you very much. Gregory Welton, what's your opinion of a 9-inch, that's a Ford 9-inch rear on a Mopar? Ford made a decent axle with that one. It's like the golden stop it. Tom's turning up his nose. 9 inches are good. They have a great parts availability in the aftermarket. You cannot deny that it is a good performance axle. It has been the go-to for drag racing forever. It's a fine axle, and I don't mind you doing that. I prefer the 8 3/4, but it's fine. I'm not gonna tom you if I look under your, not restored like rowdy daily driver or race car, and there's a 9-inch in there.
okay, so you're just gonna put an LS in your A body too? I mean, it's the same thing. It's just it's cheaper. I mean, it's the
That
same
is
thing.
not the same thing.
Pretty much is.
It's fight night. We've never had a fight before, but we're about to. It is not the same thing. And 8 3/4 for A bodies are hard to find. 9-inch Fords are not. They're everywhere. Yeah, radiators have gotten really expensive. I have to get my Demon radiator record. Lovejoy said to do the models for member-only content. Yeah, that's something I've considered too, because it's not like the normal thing I would do on the channel. I may do that. Oh, I never answered SC John on this. What is my dirty secret car? Yeah, I wouldn't tell you.
Challenger?
That's not a dirty secret. I made a video on it. And actually, at this point, I still love that car. It drives awesome. I really enjoy that car. I should have gotten a Charger with heated seats and probably a Hemi. But anyway, still like it. But I really want back doors. This will be controversial. I like the new Nissan Z, specifically the Heritage Edition that has the split grille because it's way, way better looking. I've always liked Z cars. Of course, I did a video on a late 280ZX recently. Yeah, I actually like the new one. I keep seeing them on Facebook. They're reasonably priced for a car like that. It's kind of cool. Yes, 100%. I think slow sales of the new Charger is probably due to people waiting for the gas burning engine. I'm waiting for the gas burning engine. I do not understand why they couldn't just do both at the same time, but they had to focus on developing the one, and they were trying to rush that out, and they did. But anyway.
By the way, I finally met Alan for the first time this week. I delivered the
Yeah.
Dakota RT to him, so that's his new prize. So I don't know if Jamie's going to do any video on that or not, or Alan's doing any video on that. But Alan is now the new owner of the Dakota RT in a 3-way trade, and he got the dead Durango in my backyard out of here too, which is nice. So
also, yes, we parked it in a bush.
Literally, yes.
Yeah, we parked it in a bush. I wasn't joking. I dragged Alan backwards up a hill into a bush. Oh, and I don't know if you saw this, because after I dropped you back off at your truck, I drove down the street and the Cherokee was pulling to the left. And so I pulled over and I realized my left caliper was stuck and getting hot.
So I saw you pull over. I didn't know why.
Yeah, that's why.
I was like, I wonder if he needs help, and then you're gone by the time I got there.
It was dragging to the left. It's not good. So I went to the coffee stand and Alan brought me a hammer and that fixed it. It was good.
Nice. Yeah, I bought a 2-car trailer bumper pull, so I hauled both cars out at once. So
He's
I'm going to be hauling a lot of stuff around.
Bringing us stuff. So fun.
Yeah. Well, I hauled that diesel truck and that crew cab out to Jamie's with it on the first time, and that was probably too much weight. I was probably over CDL limits on that one. The Durango without a motor and the RT was a little bit more.
That was fine.
Where it should be. So.
I was surprised, Patrick Radcliffe, to learn just how many EV chargers are in my town alone. Now, that is not, I'm on the West Coast. That is not going to be the case everywhere. There's no question of that. Somebody commented, he commented like 77 times on the EV charger video. And the one thing he said was, if you want to drive 2,000 miles across Australia, you got to get a diesel and extra tanks, and this car would never work. Well, don't buy it to drive across the Australian outback. That would be stupid. Hello? That's your wrong application. What doesn't make sense about this? Jesus Christ. Anyway. Believe in yourself, likes Sapporo. Asahi, extra dry has been a past favorite. Yeah.
Sapporo's good, but yeah, this is a good version of that. Christian Morgan said, "Hey, Jamie and Tom, I want a 65 Imperial drive shaft on my 64. Will the trans flange pinion work on the 65? Isn't there a conversion to do?
Hold on. Trans flange.
He wants to go from a ball and trunnion into a slip yoke.
Slip. Yep. So you need a 65 transmission.
I think you need a 65 trans to make that work, and it has to be 65 only because it's still cable
it's still
shift,
push button cable. Yeah.
That's probably why the big
block.
That's why the 65 big block trannies are worth a lot of money, because it's because that works back to everything back to 62 on the B bodies basically. So
yes, if you've ever seen a truck drive shaft, common to see, like on that Ram Charger the other day, common to see a 2-piece drive shaft with a flange front and rear with a slip in it, right? Slip in the drive shaft instead of in the transmission.
Right.
I have seen a drive shaft that meets that description built to fit a ball and trunnion transmission. So it eliminates the ball and trunnion. You get a normal U-joint, and the slip, instead of being in the goofy ball setup, is in the drive shaft itself. Now, I don't know who did that. I don't know where they found the yoke to make it happen, but I know it can be done. And I also know in my collection of 4-speeds that I got from Tim, I have a ball and trunnion 4-speed that has a different flange on it that accepts a normal U-joint. So you could use that truck style deal as well. I don't know where you can buy that. I don't know if you can buy that. I don't know if it was a customized piece. I don't know what company sold it, but what I'm saying is, if you can't find a 1-year only 65 transmission, there are other ways to deal with that. So just keep that in mind. Hey, I said that. Yep. Dolphin Don, Charger is well sorted. For me, I'm more into hybrids until infrastructure is more mature. I wish they had a version with an onboard generator. It solves the problem. It's the best of all worlds. That's what they're doing with the new Ram Charger pickup.
Yeah, the Ram Charger, yeah.
And we'll see how that works. we'll see. It's interesting on that. They're using the 3.6 to run the generator. I've been keeping up with DeBoss Garage is involved with them. Edison Motors. I've been keeping up with their operation. That's essentially what it is onboard generator, electric drive. And it's supposed to be very economical. But it's supposed to be more economical for various reasons that I don't have time to explain. But the point is, it supposedly works. Do we say hi to Empire Rust? No. I'd love to drive one of those new Ram Charger pickups. It's interesting for the same reason the electric Charger is interesting. Does this work? How does it work? What's it like? Also, I love the Pentastar. I just bought another one in my wife's new Jeep. I'm a big Pentastar fan. Yeah, they have a couple flaws, but they're easy to deal with as long as you catch the rocker arms before they take out the cams. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's got a Durango Pentastar. It's great. So we've had really good luck with it. It's got 116,000 on it now, I think.
BMW i3 has it if you get the extended range version. Yes, absolutely. There are some on the market. It's just they didn't do that with the Charger. Watch yourself, Wayne. You just watch yourself. Yes, Rich Jordan with that comment. Yeah, Tavares is gone. You don't see that guy around here anymore, do you? So I've gotten some comments like that on my video today. I don't want to make this live stream all about the new Charger, but it's what's happening. I mean, it's the world we live in now. I've gotten comments about how, Chrysler's done. Stellantis has run them into the ground. Well, management just changed for a big reason. And yeah, they screwed the pooch pretty good, but I think you're going to see that changing. So we'll see. We will see. Ooh, here's a good one. What's a car you hate that everyone likes? That's from Richie Ferg.
It's a car I hate that everybody likes.
No, lots of people like Mustangs.
Honestly, the 66, 67 Charger, and that's just because I worked on them. I mean, they're cool cars, but I would never want to own one just because working on them is just doing the dash and the headlights.
It's not that
It's just
hard.
a nightmare, man.
No, it's not.
It's
all very straightforward, and there are resources out there to get all the info you could ever need.
And I've used all of them, and they've failed every time I've done it.
Yeah, I know your 66 Charger story, and it's hilarious. But
should I share that, or is it too long of a story and nobody cares?
We've shared it before.
Okay, fair enough.
Jeff Hutchins has seen a lot of XJs with left caliper hang up. Interesting. I've had Cummins trucks with the left caliper hanging up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the gray truck had that once up for me. It took out a brake pad.
Oh, dude, when I hauled the 63 Valiant back from wherever, I can never remember where he was at, but Bellingham area. The front right caliper stuck on that truck. I thought you had put new brakes on it, but I don't think you did the calipers the last time, or you didn't do that caliper or something. And yeah,
I think I did one. I think I did the left front, and I did the rears too because I lost one of those in Iowa one time. I had to fix it on the side of the road in Iowa, so
that's fun. Yeah. Mopar Mentor said, the thumbnail showed a Ram Charger, then Jamie's in the Ram truck. I'm like, hey, wait, didn't he say he'd never put a truck on that? Yeah, I've said a lot of things. Ooh, what's your favorite non-Mopar classic? That's Jordan asking.
Jordan. There was, Pontiac's definitely probably the other make. They're the most non-GM of the GMs. There was a 4-speed Pontiac wagon at McCacken in the barn find this year that I loved. I think it was a 64. It was a 4-speed wagon, 421 tri-power with tack. It's pretty awesome.
Favorite is tough. I actually am a secret Buick guy. I loved my 67 Electra 225 coupe with the 430. It was a great car. It was smooth. It was pretty economical for a gigantic engine like that. It was a great driver. It was comfortable. It smelled like a GM inside instead of a Chrysler, and I never really liked that. But that was a great car. Really liked it. Obviously, that was a full-size car. I've never had a C-body, but I had an Electra 225 that I daily drove for a time. I did the one.
So I can't believe you've.
Car.
I can't believe you've never had.
Well, technically,
you're cheap Mopar.
I know.
Well, Yeah, but you're
I
cheap
part
Mopar guy. I can't believe you haven't had one.
I know. I parted out a 72 Fury 3 sedan once, but it was really, really, really bad. So that I don't even count that. I do technically own a 66 Fury. It's at Alan's house still. I tried to sell it to Tom the other day, but no.
I'm full up right now. I just bought a bunch of projects.
We just cleared out like 4 spots for you. What are you even talking about?
Well, I'm out of indoor spots. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Jamie's down to 3 vehicles here. That's better than the 8 it was before. So.
Down from a career high. I think it was only, was it 8? Whatever.
7, I think.
The 72 Swinger out back still counts, kind of, but I mean, I assume we're going to do something with that someday.
That's the hope.
That would be nice. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of a secret Buick guy. I've always liked those engines. I think the cars are cool. I do really like the 66-7, or is it 66? The Chevelle that has the back window that the Charger stole. I like
66.
those. Yeah.
66, 67, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like the GTO as much, even though it's very similar. I like that Chevelle. Always have. Even actually, I like the 65 one that doesn't have the window too. I think that's a good looking car. I still don't know. I don't know which one's my favorite though. Yeah, that's tough.
Denalb asked, was the 69 Barracuda the only Mopar with the optional mod top and interior? No. You could also get it on a Dart, and then a couple 70 Cudas ended up with it in 70 as well. So there was a couple other models that got the mod top stuff.
Dan Taylor says, "What did I miss? A lot, a lot of stuff is what you missed." Richie Ferg says 71 El Camino. That's a good choice. I do like El Caminos. I've only owned an 80s one. It had a 305 with a gear drive. It was ridiculous. It was really nice red interior, black truck, red interior. Owned that very briefly, made a few bucks on it, but it was fun. Yeah. Jeff Hutchins says the second gen Rams pretty much just have bigger XJ suspension. Yeah. Yeah, they do. The Grand Cherokee, the ZJ, has TJ suspension, but they're unibody instead of a body on frame. But they are TJ. It's all the same stuff. Magic. Gary briefly had less cars at your place than me. Yes, very briefly. I do like the GTO. Don't get me wrong. I like them, but I prefer the Chevelle. I don't like the stacked headlight. I don't like that thing as much.
Is that 7300 still in Rochester? I believe it's a 71, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still there, but I've dealt with that guy before and don't want to deal with him anymore.
Rochester?
So, yeah, the guy had all those Mopars in Rochester
Oh, that
for sale.
guy.
Yeah, I tried buying a couple cars from him a few years ago, and I didn't want to go back. So
have you seen that place right by the roundabout going into Grand Mound? That's not his place. That's a different place.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it? Oh, so that's not Rochester.
That is Rochester, technically.
Between Rochester and Grand Mound? Like
that's a Rochester address, yeah.
Right coming into Grand Mound? Whatever. Okay. All right. So I saw all that stuff there and I thought, oh, maybe that's him, but I didn't think that was still Rochester.
That's him. I don't think Grand Mountain has a zip code. I could be wrong about that, but whatever.
I don't know either. Todd Denio had a 69 Electra 225 with a 430. Great engine, loads of power. Yeah, I really did like that car. It was a great car. One of the first cars I drove on the street, I did not have a driver's license at the time, was a 70 Electra 225. It was a 455, and it sat up like huge, crazy 70s muscle car. Like, it was flat black, and the roof was like almost at eye level. It was awesome.
Nice.
A bedroom, Fox can fix it. Out of indoor spots, a bedroom can make a nice garage if the window's big enough. Mad Mike 8 likes all cars. Heck, I even like Yugos. Someone linked me a Yugo, and I am so excited about it. I said last week that I'd love to have a Yugo on the channel.
Don't hate on me, but the 59 Impala. I like the 59 Impala. The side fins on the back is pretty cool on those. Actually, I
They're
don't mind that. I'd
wild.
never buy. I would never buy one, but they're kind of cool. I really like the El Camino in that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
um, it's a good looking model. Yeah.
I was tempted by a 59 once. Um, that reminded me. I also like Tri-5s. I think they're cool. Not my favorite, but I think they're cool, especially 55s. You know, because 2-lane blacktop or whatever. And I want to build a car with a straight axle under the front, but I can't do a 55 Chevrolet. So I would do a
Been,
55 Plymouth. That's my plan. Yes, it's been done.
Plenty of those are out there. Mexican
Oh yeah,
specs in
buddy.
the house. What's
Mexican
the sorcery?
spec.
It's a friendship test on which channel you're on. Just keep that in mind. So.
Which channel is he on? Mine.
Yours.
Hola a todos, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué es bueno? ¿Qué es nuevo? Dalton Sparks, is there much difference between the Ram 50 and the Raider? I kind of just discovered the Raider and I kind of need one. No, mechanically they're exactly the same. What the hell was the Mitsubishi version of that? Montero Sport? Is that what that is? I don't remember, but
I think so.
yeah, Raider. Those are likely to have limited slips. I need one of those. I need a Raider rear gear chunk for my my 81 Challenger. JW Cagle, might need some help with my dart. Can't figure out the best idle speed, but it's good enough. Well, you got me on speed dial, buddy. You can always shoot me a message and I'll see what I can do to help. That's what gold membership gets you. I'm on speed dial. You tell me what you need. I know I've missed like 10,000 things. And again, I want to apologize if I miss your comment tonight because we've got so many of them. This is crazy.
A bunch of comments on my channel, actually.
Answer 14. Hey, fellas, do you think the Pentastar 3.6 could power an A-body nicely? Yes, I do. I love the Pentastar. It makes great power. It's light. It's compact. It's a little on the wide side. Is it feasible? Yes. And I know that because it's been done. A guy built an orange, I think, 72 Swinger with a 3.6. And did he have a 6-speed behind it? I think he did. That was quite some time ago. This was a post on Fabo. So he documented the build on there. It was really cool. I don't know. The last time I saw it, I don't know if it ever actually ran, but it sure looked awesome. No, I'm sure it ran. I'm sure I saw a video of it running, and I think it even had like opening sauce at the time.
I know my wife's Durango with the electric fans. I mean, I can almost live in that engine bay. There's like 3 feet between the engine and the core support on that. They're really short.
Have you ever seen one in a Ram truck? My 2014 had a Pentastar, and yeah, they're electric fan. There's no shroud or anything. There's this much space. There is almost enough space for a second Pentastar. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And yet, that truck did burnouts. It towed 7,000 pounds of trailer. It got 20-something miles a gallon. It was not slow. Loaded up, it wasn't fast or anything, but it's amazing. It's a great package. I really do like the 3.6.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Brady says, I hope bring the 70 Fury back to life. That's the plan. I've got a family trip at the end of the month, and a good friend of mine who's helped me out a lot wants to come document it. So if he can make it out before then, we're going to wait to take it apart until he comes out. If he can't make it, we'll probably start tearing it apart. Maybe not next week, but maybe the week after. So just FYI. So I don't know when a new video is going to be in that. It might be a couple weeks before I have another video on the 6-pack car.
Mike from Chicago, from whom we bought the purple 69 Charger, the Otter Pop, as we affectionately named it, was here and may well still be, and said, bad weather in here in Chicago, so your videos today had great timing and great content. Thank you, Mike. Much appreciated. And thank you for the most recent gift.
Thank you for the license plate. I appreciate it. It's awesome. I'm going to hang this up on my wall.
Yeah, I thought I brought it in here, but I don't see it.
Thanks, Mike.
Anyway, I got
Pop.
Yeah, yep. I got the other one of those. Mm-hmm. Very cool. Thank you. I'll hang it up somewhere appropriate. I don't know. Did you see this question from Latasha Freeman? What caused the C-body downfall in the early 70s?
I mean, it was the gas crisis. I mean, that was
Yep.
they were just too big.
Yep.
You know, like when gas got super expensive in 73, 74, they just weren't competitive anymore. And then the build quality just went to crap in the late 70s there. So it's kind of both of those, you know.
Oh, All Classic sent me the Yugo ad. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I remember seeing it and being excited. uh. Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
Dan Taylor sent over $10 Canadian and said, "Give this to Alan and get him to change the Challenger's oil." Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I still haven't done it. The 81 Challenger, I've just been driving it. It's still on the same oil. It was pretty clean when I got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I might have made the joke earlier that Jamie traded in the Outback because it was due for an oil change.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
Which
fair.
is
That was totally
truer
fair.
than
My
um,
Challenger is not yet due for an oil change by percentage on the gauge. So just saying there's still time.
That AMC guy asked a good question. Ever seen a factory tack in a 70 Fury? I do not believe it was available on a 70 Fury. It was available on a 69. Trev actually just bought a 69 Plymouth Fury. It's a Sport Fury or VIP. I can't remember, but it actually
The
has a
gold?
factory tack. Yeah,
It's
that gold
not a
one.
VIP. It's got to be a Sport Fury.
Might be a Sport Fury, but it actually has a
Yeah.
factory tack. Extremely rare option, only in 69, but it was available. There's an oil pressure gauge. It went where the clock went on the dash on those. And oil pressure gauge, I believe that was a fleet only option though, but I've seen it on lots of police cars. So I don't believe they ever made a factory tack in a 70 Fury, but it was available in 69. And I've seen them put in there before, but they didn't make very many. They're extremely rare.
That's a cool car. I was supposed to do a video on that as well.
Yeah.
Would still like to. Oh, nice. Had a comment from Frederick. This was a bit ago. Ooh, 68 Charger. Very blue. Really love your videos. Been binge watching them for 2 weeks now. Really love how you explain everything and even show mistakes you make. Yeah, that's an important part of it. Helps me with my 68 Charger. Keep it up. Thank you, Frederick. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I know. I know. Jamie always says people want to see his blooper reel. You see his blooper reel.
Yeah, this show is the blooper reel. I just take out the swears, and I have a serious problem. Some days more than others. I have a serious problem tripping over my own tongue. It's really stupid. I just can't talk.
Bell James mentioned Steve McNaughty actually saw my V
He
Code
did.
Fury video today and commented on it, which is very cool.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
A nice moment when somebody like Steve recognizes game. Is that too much of an ego?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, you did a decode and everything in that one, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Richie Fergo too. Always wanted a Subaru Brat. I've tried to buy one once. I really like the Brat. I'm getting a Rampage. It's very much like a Brat. Speaking of which, now that the weather is improving, I need to get to Eastern Washington for Turbo 5-speed Rampage that needs a lot, I'm sure. I need to get to Northern California for a Neon RT. Now I need to get to Auburn for a Dart GT, and the list goes on.
You haven't told me about the GT. I know about the
that
other
just
ones.
happened today. I was going to tell you about that. It's a black on black 64 Dart GT, 273 push button. The interior's all taken apart. He stripped it because the windshield leaked and he figured the floor was rotten. So he pulled the whole interior out, pulled the carpet, and went, it's not that bad. And then left it in pieces for quite a while. So yeah, it's and it's been sitting for a while. It's inside. He says, I don't think it's seized or anything. I'm pretty sure you can kind of just put this back together and get it on the road. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm looking forward to it. Black on black Dart GT. They're always white. I don't think I've ever seen a black one. So I'm kind of excited about that.
That's a rare color. Was it super cheap or?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It would be hard to be cheaper.
Only my feed's a second behind yours, which is kind of weird.
Oh, crap. Also,
I don't have the sound on, so I can't tell.
I guess I should also mention I'm bringing a Scamp home in a week. I keep forgetting about that. Anyway, what I'm saying is there are many more channel projects coming. A couple cars have left, but there will be more.
I got a bunch of comments on my channel. I should probably answer, huh?
Absolutely, yeah.
Hold on.
I
Talk up
do-
the 413 engine. Never hear anyone talking about it. It was such a good engine. Yeah, the 413 is a great engine. It doesn't have
Yeah.
as much cubic inches as 440. They run
Yep.
fairly cool. They have lots of horsepower. I mean, on the 300L, that's a 360 horsepower motor. I mean, it's only 15 less than a 440 HP. It's more than a T code 440. With dual exhaust and the unsilenced air cleaner and all that. They're great in the cam.
Yeah, they're cool. There's
My 70 challenge. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I had nothing important to say.
Tom, my semi Challenger rolled off the lot without a tinted windshield. Would that have appeared on the fender tag? No, that's just on the broadcast sheet, unfortunately. Ask him about the Mitsubishi Challenger. Did it blow up? That's Brady again, trolling you.
Cute.
The temp gauge is a dummy. The temp gauge is a dummy light. It is on Chryslers, not on the Plymouth. But yeah, the temp gauge is a dummy light on the Chryslers, which is really dumb. They should have had a real gauge. That drives me crazy. Are NS Mopar points really better than ones from Napa? Yes.
Yes.
Do you call Jamie by his new nickname Aces? That's low.
Cute.
No, I don't. Do you often see 3 on the tree mated with a 383 or 440? No, I do not often see that, but it was available. I think that was till 71 you get a 3 on a tree on pretty much all the C bodies. So on a 383, not a 440. So, yep. There was a 72 Cricket for sale on Facebook for $800 in PDX. I thought it was early Mitsubishi partnership. I found out they're British. Yeah, that's a
Hillman.
What are those?
Hillman.
Yeah.
Avenger? I think. Yeah, someone linked me that car and I think it was Evan. Evan linked me that car and said, Hemi Cricket? I'm not opposed to that idea, but I do believe I know what I'm going to do with my DeSoto Hemi, which brings me to this. Dave Freeman's been a member for 5 months and reminds me, aren't you supposed to pick up a PT Cruiser? Dude, don't remind me. But yes, I'm now parting out the 78 Power Wagon that I already robbed the nose and the doors and everything off of. I was considering selling it whole, like everything that's left, but I just decided to part it out. I sold the Little Red Express style seats out of it yesterday. I've had inquiries on axles and on other things, and I didn't want to take it apart, but I'm going to sell all the parts off it. So my plan is to sell everything above and below the frame. And then I will have a Dodge short bed frame that already has leaf springs in the front. And with the Dana 44 gone, all I got to do is roll a straight axle from an A100 or an earlier D100 under there, and then put an 8 3/4 in the back, and then do cool stuff, and then put a body on it, some kind of weird car from the 2000s, and then a Hemi in the front. It's gonna be stupid. I'm really looking forward to it. No, that's not true. Every time a classic Mopar LS swapped, an Angel loses its wings. That is true. Lovejoy loves the new Z. Oh, okay. All right. Nope, that's it. My dirty secret, the car I actually like and I don't want anyone to know about it, 80s Trans Am WS6. I owned one. Mine was a piece of garbage, but I used to lurk the 3rd gen forums, and I'd see nice ones, and well, even the nicest one still looks white trash, but they're cool. I want another one. They're great driving cars. 3rd gen F bodies.
How rare is a 73 Charger 340 HO factory black rally package pistol grip factory sunroof? I found one, been sitting but minimal rust. I'm in no shape to take it on a project. That's actually a super, super rare car. If that's for sale, let me know. I'd be kind of interested in that. That's a pretty cool car. I don't know what the production numbers on. I could look it up. I got the book here, but I'm too lazy to look it up right now. But that's actually a really rare car, especially with the sunroof. But yeah, Dan, if that's for sale, available, let me know. Yeah, I'm always looking for cool stuff like that.
Call me. I will say HO. There's no 340 HO or H. They're all HPs. There's one 340. It's the only engine they made that there was no low power version that I'm aware of.
Yeah, what James said.
No.
Where's my 73 book? I can't find it.
I don't know.
There it is. Okay. Well, now I'm curious. I gotta look it up. So
you go ahead. I got a question.
Amongst yourselves.
Yeah, this was from a while ago. Hippie Long asked, I have a question. My 64 Dart 273 4-speed seems to have a sure grip 7.25. Are they any stronger? No. It will spin both tires, but it's really not stronger. You're going through the same tiny carrier, tiny ring gear, tiny pinion. No, it's not. It left posi marks when I did a burnout. Oh, yeah. In that light car with non-sticky tires, you will get some life out of that axle. That was a big point I wanted to make in my Barracuda video from last week. But no, it's no stronger.
By the way, that's really rare actually. So they made 2,811 340 4-barrel cars, and they only made 396 4-speeds. So being black with the sunroof, that's a pretty cool car. That's pretty rare. They made 30,073 rallies, and only 396 of them were 340 4-speeds. So that's pretty rare.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Did you ever figure out what the
There's a lot
W
to like about that?
Yeah. Did you ever figure out what the W was on your intake? No, Rister, I have no idea. I still haven't found out anything about that.
I couldn't find another one out there. It was just the typical 318 2-barrel casting number on it. What had Donnie DeVito in it?
I don't know. I missed that. I saw that. I don't.
Todd Denio, I guess I missed your announcement. What was it? What did I miss? I hate missing things. Now I'm scrolling a very, very long way. I saw him say hello from Minnesota. Yeah, I must have missed something.
Andrew Button, how rare is a 76 Dart Broham with a 318? Not that rare. There's a lot of them out there. I've had Broham.
Brome. It's not a Broham, and it's not a Brogam. It's a Brome. Ask my friend Sean about that.
I stand by my comment.
Well, don't. Todd and I got engaged. Congratulations, Todd. Yes, I missed your announcement. Yeah. Nice. I missed your announcement because I apologize. It was right above my mother's comment, and I read hers, and then I moved on. That's what she said. What was Donnie DeVito in? McLovin posted up a link to the DDG Discord again. Thank you, McLovin. We are glad. God, I can't talk. Glad to have McLovin back this week. He's been jamming on Llama Barn the last couple Sundays. He got that thing running. He got the exhaust done. He got the alignment done. Yeah. Brady Dog, there are 2 neons coming now. There's a neon here already, and it's going to be awesome.
We need to get it out of my field while it's still wet so we can try to sink it and lose it in the mud.
Mud tires are going to make that a little harder, but yeah.
It's pretty wet.
Captain Kurt's Garage. Great review. Thank you. Go ahead.
Captain Kurt's Garage. In your video, you said that the Fury was a heavy-duty 323. Was it a posi? Well, first of all, Mopars don't have posies. They're sure grips, but I digress. No, it's an open on that car, actually. So,
it was available, I'm sure, but they would have had to option it that way.
Yeah.
Right?
Sorry, I had to go there. Yeah. Oh, he said, he fixed... he fixed his comment. It left, sugar grip. He fixed his comments. So.
That's funny. He tried to head that one off at the pass, but it was too late.
Yep.
Richie Ferg asked if I'm putting any more updates on the banana van soon. I don't know. I need to figure out a roll bar. I probably need to go through the transmission. I need harnesses. I need to move the fuel tank, mod the exhaust, tune it, change the distributor, secure an ignition system that's actually good. There's a lot I need to do. I haven't gotten there. And there is just so much going on. I really want to go racing this year in something. I just got my 273 back, so I may pivot back toward the Barracuda. I don't know. There's so much going on right now. It's insane. Gary has a pending sale on the Green Bean, the Valiant. That's unfortunate, but 300L 4-speed convertible. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he tried that ozone generator in there and actually said it eliminated 80% of the mouse smell with the ozone generator. So
nice. Mr. B's first car was a yellow Rally. I'm assuming Charger Rally. There was a 73 yellow with black top and black stripe Charger Rally on eBay that I drooled over. I saved the pictures. It was one of the coolest things I'd ever seen. And I don't like yellow cars, but I just loved that. I don't know why. 340HO. Yeah, that's definitely an error. Again, there is no high output or high performance. Or there is one 340. There was always one 340. There's no 342 barrel. There's no there was the TA thing with the 6 barrel. That's something else entirely. But also not. I mean, the heads are special. Yeah. Alcir needs to check out soon. 7,300 hertz. Three thumbs up. Put the other thumb away, Al. Thanks for being here.
Todd Denio said, I had a 72 Charger Rally 344 speed. How rare is that? The 72 was 289, so pretty rare.
Wow.
A couple more made in 72 than 73, but yeah, pretty rare.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brady Dog from your channel says, love the insights the paperwork brings out in the cars. Yeah, it's interesting. I know I've shown this a lot, but I really like this factory brochure. And actually, there are a couple things in this brochure that aren't really accurate. It doesn't list the slant 6 for the 68 Charger at all, even though those certainly existed. And there are other things that are a little questionable. But it's just so cool being able to read that and see all the details and the things that were offered and, what they thought was important. And obviously there's a whole lot more documentation out there, which Tom has done a great job of going into, where you can just find all kinds of interesting, insightful stuff. Wow, they've got
Brady
strokes and. Sorry, go ahead.
I do not play musical instruments, and you saw me sing in the last video, and it wasn't pretty. Jamie, hasn't seen that yet. But...
Abanimus says, I need an ACR coupe. I agree. The RT is close to an ACR. The suspension is not exactly the same, but it's close. My friend Josh is sending me a ton of pictures. What is this now? Oh, what are we looking at? That appears to be... Wow, well, you guys like C bodies, so there's the front.
What is it?
I don't know.
70 Polera?
Polera or Monaco? I don't know. I can't tell the difference between the two. Oh, hi, little one.
Actually bigger on the screen. I think that's 70 Polera, I think.
Well, it's got a floppy roof.
Cool. I like floppy roofs.
Floppy roof, 70. Well, do you like paying $2,000 for them?
Yeah, 70 Polera, I think.
I think you're right. I'm not seeing a badge. Hi.
You have a guest.
What's up?
Hi.
Yeah, you can have my foam. Interesting. Ran when parked in 2002. Top shot, obviously. Interior is black. Bench seat. Here you go. You're welcome. Hal Snyder is listening out on the tractor. Nice. Thanks for joining us. Oh, awesome. I have to put this up real fast. Podolont said, great video on the new Charger. Best review I've seen. Thank you. I appreciate that. I did the best I possibly could.
Hired Jamie from Motor Trend.
Yeah. I'm taking over Motor Trend.
Rooster's Restorations. I have a 73 Charger with a little rust. Ask Jamie if it's restorable.
Oh, God.
Your definition of a little rust is different than our definition of a little rust.
That's the one that fell apart coming off the trailer. So bad. Just so bad. Twin turbo neon, says Jeff Militich. Do you have the production numbers for U-Code Newports?
I just in the Galen books. I think he updated those in the latest books, but I don't have his latest version. He kind of stopped selling those online, so I don't think I do. I know Dan Pausch has all the SG reports, so you should ask him. He has it, I think. So
put the 273 in a riding mower. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. Did Dodge offer a slant 6 and 69 and 70 Chargers? I thought they were 318 and up until recently. I know they did 68.
800%. 69, I think so. Challengers could have slant 6s in 70 and I'm pretty sure 71.
They were a smaller car, though.
Yes.
Let me look it up.
I kind of think they were still available. I know there weren't many of them in 68, but I kind of think It was still
They
100.
were all available in 70. Yep.
Yeah,
They're available
yeah.
both years. So there was
weren't many of them.
181. I mean, they're extremely rare.
For
But
70, there
yeah.
were 181. How
Yep.
many of it is it for six? How many for 68?
Hold on. No, that's the other book.
Oh, Christian Morgan
Yeah.
asked Jamie, any
I'm doing
idea
this
when
all
we might?
for the Galen books. So
Right. Any idea when we might see a video on your Imperial again? I don't know. It's one of few cars still at Tom's place. I have not had time up there to spend on the Imperial. It's got tires on it that hold air now, which is really nice. I actually bought brand new tires on the internet. I need to figure out fuel system, electrical system, and I wanted to drive it home, but at this point, I don't know. Maybe I should just bring it back here, but I don't know. I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
the real problem is Jamie. He was out here for 3 days a week when he first started coming out, and then it's kind of slowly dwindled down to 1 day a week, just because Jamie's been so busy at home and he's got to get videos done.
Oh my
So
God. There's
that's
so
kind
much
of
to
the
do. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. They made 904 68 Charger the Slant 6. So
Okay, I kind of thought it was around 1,000. Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Brian Dust Devil Garage just sent me the sickest thing. It's a 73 Ford Duster. I think it's on a Dakota frame, judging by the 6-bolt wheels. Dakota Durango. And he said, "Buy this for Tom's Field." It would be hard to bury that in Tom's Field, but it's super sick.
You'd think that.
Yeah, it might not have enough weight.
I really wish I would have taken pictures of the gray truck when I had that buried out in the field, because it was bad. Like
I've seen the
really
hole where you buried it.
I didn't think I was going to get that out. I mean, it was up to the
Till
cap.
summer.
It was bad.
Nice.
Really bad.
Alan says we need to get the garbage can done because race car. I fully agree. Just got seats from Evan at Rocket. They are perfect. I'm so excited. They're Econoline. I don't know if they're van or pickup, but it doesn't really matter. They're a lot like the A series, the A100 seats, which are unobtainium because they were used in lightweight factory race cars. They're Ford seats, but they have a very similar style. They're in really nice shape. They're black with gray inserts, and yeah, they're light. They're perfect. So I'm going to put those in it. I don't need much more for that car. I need to build the 4-speed. I need to build the engine. Alan has done a ton of work getting the heads ready. We still have to change the springs, do the porting, block the crossover, just clean them up. We're going to clean them up here instead of sending them to the machine shop. Because I'm already in that 273, way more money than I ever thought I would be, and it kind of hurts. So
machine shops are expensive. There's no way around it,
dude. That is the only engine I've ever bought brand new pistons and sent to the machine shop for myself. I've had those guys do so many engines. None of them were ever for me. None of the money came out of my pocket. Anyway, yeah. So I'd like to get that happening.
Yeah, a couple things on my channel. Do you still have the ragtop blue Imperial convertible? No, I sold that. It went down to Oregon. Unfortunately, the guy was unloading it and put it through his fence and damaged the fender, and I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah.
Brady, are you gonna send the Superbird to auction? No, I'm gonna do a video on my channel, like a kind of for sale ad when it's all done. I got the parts getting painted right now. Hopefully they're done next week, and I can finish putting it back together. I'm gonna drive that thing for a week, like daily driver for a week, and then it's probably gonna go up for sale. It's just too much money tied up into one asset. So
yeah, at least you can say you daily drove a Superbird for a while.
Exactly.
Andrew Button, is the worst Mopar ever made a yellow frowny face e-body? No, but it's not a great one. I loved my yellow frowny face Challenger, but it's not the best e-body. It's the worst e-body. It's not the worst Mopar. It's the worst e-body. Still like them. Still great cars.
Yeah, and people watching on the live on my channel, keep in mind Jamie does this every week. I don't do this every week, but Jamie's on at 6 p.m. Pacific on his channel. So even if you're here just watching my channel, make sure you hit Jamie's live every week. He's here every week. I only join once a month or so. Like with the 2 videos this weekend, I figured this week would be a good week to jump on. So
yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Clearly, C-Body Garage loves the C-Bodies you have on your channel.
Thanks.
I've been asked many times to do more C-Body stuff. That's what Tom exists for. That and factory paperwork, dealer paperwork.
What are my strengths?
And laughing at auction cars. You're really good at that. Wayne Johnson. Yeah. I also have a strong dislike for floppy roofs.
I like convertibles. I don't know. I like them. I don't have to worry about headroom.
Yeah, I understand why you're a C-body guy, and I can see the convertible thing, but I don't think it's like Brougham. I think you're supposed it's like Broam is how I have to imagine it. I definitely used to call them Brogahams or something like silly like that.
McLovin asks, "What's the wing car worth running and driving and stopping?" A lot, and it's gonna be one of those things where I'm not gonna put the price in the ad because everyone's gonna hate me when I say the price. I'm gonna ask for it, but it's over 6 figures. I'll just put it. I'll just leave it at that. So, and I paid a lot for that car. It was not cheap, but I've also put a ton of effort into it, putting it all together, getting it running, and yeah. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, this is really funny because it's two comments, one right after the other, and I guarantee you that was not intentional. I'm going to show the second comment first, which was from a Podalaunt. As a Mopar fan, what's your opinion on the Viper? I really like the Viper so much that I was threatening to buy a Viper GTS last year, final edition, like a few weeks ago, and I showed it on the live, and I really like it. I want one. I want mine to have a roof and windows. I don't want the Roadster. I've had a Roadster. It was the most useless car. I had the Cobra replica. It was amazing fun. It was stupid. I was just watching videos of myself driving it and hooning it yesterday and remembering, damn, that was a fun car. But I sold it to buy my Charger. I have no regrets. I'd love to have another one someday. But I don't need a roofless Viper. I want the GTS with a roof. And I really, really like it, but it's a lot of money, and I can't really justify that. It doesn't even have a back seat.
Yeah, I had a '94 Roadster at one point, and they're not practical cars. So
No,
at
in
all.
no way is that practical.
Yeah. Yep.
I understand that. But I'd love to own it. It's such a beautiful thing. The one I was looking at was red with white stripes, aftermarket wheels on it, and a supercharger. It was dyno tuned to 695 horsepower. And it was magnificent, black leather interior, like, oh, so beautiful. Low miles, 45,000, maybe 50,000, somewhere around there. Very, very, very nice car, but very expensive.
It's actually a lot of miles for one of those. Actually,
Yeah, I know. No, I know. Yeah,
yeah.
Someone actually drove that one.
Yeah, which is great. Means it might actually work.
Yes, maybe. Yes, Birdsong had a slant 6 68 Charger. He crapped on it constantly and swapped it or whatever, or was going to, or maybe he sold it. I'm not sure. But he really crapped all over it.
It's kind of his deal. So
yeah, it is kind of his deal, isn't it?
You called the cornering light on the Sport Fear a side marker, dude. If you point out every mistake I make in videos, we're gonna be here all night.
It's gonna be a long day. You told me something else you screwed up or forgot to mention or got slightly wrong or something, and it was like, dude, it's impossible to do a video without. It just can't be done.
I know. When we got the broadcast sheet out of the back seat, which was freaking cool. That was awesome finding the broadcast sheet. We're still gonna look in the roof seat. There might be another one. And I said I was gonna go back and decode it. And I had a couple people actually like ask me today, like, why did you go back and decode it? And I told them the video was already 40 minutes long, and I basically lied. I forgot to go back to it. Like but the video was already 40 minutes. It was probably too long anyways. But
yeah, what's your watch time looking like on that though? I bet it's pretty good.
10 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty good. So it's going down, but yeah.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah, it was 12, 14 minutes this morning, and now it's down to like 10 minutes. So I mean, it's pretty good. People watched it, so that's good. All right, I got about 5 more minutes here, and I gotta go. I gotta help with kids to bed tonight. So it's we're almost done with the last Harry Potter book with my son reading at night. So I gotta go read that tomorrow. Yep.
Yes, I would also love to see more of my Imperial. I really like that car. I need to do something with it. I feel bad about it, but life's a buffet, and I'm friggin' not hungry. You know what I mean?
Dude, you got 140,000 views on that first one, though. I mean, like...
I know, but it took a while. But yeah, the second one, nowhere near that. And the third one, like, again, people will like to see it, but it's never going to reach those heights. It just won't. So, Mexican
Dan, how do you
Spec wants.
contact? Sorry, go
Oh, Mexican Spec wants to know when I'm going to start a midweek tech talk. No.
ahead. Dan asked, how do you contact me? Just shoot me an email. It's tom at rocketresto.com. I'm not too hard to find. Just Rocket Restoration. Put me in Google. But yeah, it's tom at rocketresto.com. Hopefully it doesn't go to a spam folder, because last time I was on here, I got like 4 messages and I didn't see them for 3 days because it went straight to my spam folder. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, Chris agrees with me. Brome rhymes with home.
Burham.
McClevin says, lots of folks here tonight. Yeah, we're hovering at 289 right now. So thanks everybody for hanging out. If you could take a second to tap the like button, it is very much appreciated. And certainly thanks everyone that's joining from Tom's.
We'll see. What are your guys' most viewed videos? Mine was my 72 player, which was crazy. That was like the first video I did when I got serious. Jamie shared it and it like blew up, got like 60,000 views in a day, in like 3 days. I believe my top one now is I did they cut a VIN off of Bear Jackson this year. I think that's my top video right now.
Is it? My top one, incidentally, is also auction related. It's the 68 Charger at Mecum. It was a Charger RT and it sold for like 185K or something insane like that. And I went through the pictures. It was such a horrible, terrible hack job. I mean, they'd painted it. The doors didn't match. It was lowered. There was tape on the torsion bars. There were leaking fluids underneath. There was a compression fitting on a brake line. There was so much bad. And yeah, it was bad. Anyway, that video has now, I think, over 500,000 views, or maybe it's right under 500,000 views. I'm not totally sure.
Well, I mean, honestly, the Six Pack Fury GT video, I mean, I'm at 24,000 in one day. That's probably going to be my top video. I was actually like texting with Jamie this morning about this. It's like, there's like all these channels out there that like aren't very good channels. Like I watch their videos and like they have like 200,000 view on one of them, and the rest of them are like a couple hundred. And it's like, well, I'm hoping this is my big one that comes out, because I think it was a pretty good video and people really liked it. So.
With any luck. Someone said, Ibanimus said Dodge is bringing back a Viper. No, there are AI shots of a new Viper on the internet, and there are rumors. And just like the new CUDA, which is also, by the way, not going to happen.
They're not
it's not going to happen.
Viper.
It will not happen. It's not going to happen.
No.
There are rumors. There are all kinds of rumors. If you believe the rumors on the internet, there's going to be a CUDA any day now, and it's going to have a Hellcat Hemi in it. And yeah, there will be a V10 Viper, and they're just rumors. And any picture you see of one is fake. This just happened. Who was it? I can't remember. Someone posted about a new God, I don't know what it was. But it was AI generated, and it was bad. Bill Mize is here, and he sent me another $50 super chat. Man, Bill Mize is like my biggest
pretty
supporter.
Awesome.
Thank you, Bill. He has done that so many times.
Jamie's buying the beers for me next week.
Yeah, we'll see. Bill Mize is late, and Tom, that was a badass cornet. Which cornet? He did a Fury GT?
Talking about the 300? I don't know.
Either.
I'm not sure.
Richie Ferg sent me $5 and said, "Gotta go. My relief just showed up. Y'all have a good night. Take it easy, Richie. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that very much."
Larry's asking, how do you find my channel? I'm Rocket Restorations on YouTube, so type that in. You'll find me. I'm around.
Dalton Sparks says, "Just remember that Superbird was a table for Tom at one point." I don't think anyone properly understands the fact that I used it as a table in a video before it was cool, and I didn't say anything about it. It was in the 71 Roadrunner ignition video, and you can see I had all the Pertronics parts and paperwork and everything laid out on the trunk of it. Didn't say a word. It was before it was cool.
Trev keeps on putting pizza on it. I mean, he brings pizza, but like he keeps on putting pizza on it. He usually puts a cover down first, but yeah, he keeps on using it for a shelf. But I mean, yeah.
70 Sport Fury GT V code.
Rocket Restorations, not Rocker Restorations. I hope that was the joke, but it probably wasn't. So
probably.
All right, I gotta run, guys. I gotta put my kids to bed. So I'll thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. If you haven't watched my Fury video, please do. It did really, really well. I'm super pleased. It was beyond my expectations. Appreciate everybody for watching my live on my channel, commenting. Really appreciate everything. And
Small
we'll
note.
talk to everybody soon.
Small note, this will continue streaming on Tom's channel after he takes off until it leaves. So you can continue to hang out there.
Yeah.
All right, see you later.
Or just go to Jamie's channel, give him more watches. So, all right, see you guys.
Okay, bye. Yeah, Hot Shoe said the RT10s, the Vipers, were great at burning your legs. Yeah, they're little warning stickers. Apodolant knows exactly what car I'm talking about. Yeah, it's been listed for quite a while. It's beautiful. The wheels are perfect. Everything about it is perfect. I love that car, and the price has come down. It needs to come down some more. I'd love to have that, but can I justify owning it? Probably not, and I'd have to sell my Charger to pay for it, which is like, it kind of hurts. I was thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it, but I don't know. I'm not as excited about it as it was. GGG, that's dang it. Getting greasy garage? Anyway, GGG around the shop said, Jamie, please film building the blow-through Holly for the slant. I absolutely will if that happens. Abanimus has an 03 SRT10. Nice. Dangerous, but fun. Excuse me. I really like glass roofs. I think they're cool. I love the one in that Charger. I sat in a 2024 Ram 1500 today that had the big, tall glass roof, big, long glass roof. The front portion opens. It was broken. I had to help close it by hand. I won't be buying that one. Really liked the interior, but that one had clearly seen some stuff. Legba, what's your opinion? Well, Tom can't tell us now, but what's your opinion of the Ram SRT10 Viper truck? I think it's cool. There's a guy that owns one locally. It's really neat. I referred to the Viper truck as a Viper truck in a video a long time ago, and someone said that I was an idiot because that was just a V10. No, you're thinking of the normal V10 Ram. I was talking about the Viper truck, which is a Viper engine. They are really neat. Yeah, guy has a silver one here. It's interesting. The body kit, it's not my truck. It's not my thing, but it is cool. There's no denying it's cool. Viper chassis and drivetrain, stretched Yugo body, call it the We Goin'. I did see a blue one. I did like the blue one too. There's also a gray one for sale for a little bit less money. But the red one is just magnificent. It is so beautiful. I've started listening to VinWiki partially because of Rob Pitts, and of course they're all about the exotics on VinWiki, and so I hear all about these Lambos and Ferraris and yada yada, and I just start looking at some of these cars and going, oh wow, and then I look at the Viper and it's like, oh, it's kind of like that. Kind of like those. But yeah, anyway. Dan Taylor. Well, aren't you're on the Discord now, so just private message me on Discord. You just don't get the same preferential treatment. Gold members get like 100% tech support. But I'll always answer questions. Robert Fitch asked if my Imperial has triple horns. I don't think it does. Yes, 100% diminishing returns. Not necessarily. It varies. It varies. Certain projects always do well. Like the Turbo Valiant, for example. Always does well. Avon's right on time. 8 minutes ago. How's it going, Avon? What is up? Oh, that was the first video Ron G watched, the Charger one, I'm sure. Stephen Andrews was here from Seaside, Oregon. Take it easy, Stephen. I meant to read your first comment about being in Seaside. I really like it down there. Although Seaside is a little busy for me. I slightly prefer the smaller dots on the map. I haven't done the 101 in so long. Since I bought my 68 Charger, I have dreamed of doing that trip in that car, and I still haven't done it, but I need to. Rooster, I saw your comment earlier about Plum Crazy needing to be the Fratsog color for a year of membership. Yes, I agree. I need to do that. Yeah, Tom probably is going to hit 10K subscribers pretty soon. It's so funny because, you know, he's been trying different things lately and he's been doing different videos, and some have not done especially well, which happens. My channel has been a roller coaster since day one. You know, I had great videos with the electrical system guides. I got 180 subs from one video, like the first one I shared, and it was like, whoa, okay, there's potential here. And then that never happened again, and then again diminishing returns and things change. But anyway, he was getting a little bummed about it because he's had a few videos that didn't do so well. And he was grumbling about that. And then today he has like his best one-day performance ever. But again, you know, even on the bad days, you still have a channel that performs like many do not. So perspective is really important. It's something we talk about a lot. Tom and I behind the scenes, we talk about YouTube stuff constantly. Like we shop video titles and thumbnails and angles and ideas and editing and important details and that kind of stuff, and just sort of bench race YouTube videos like constantly. As Abraham Lincoln said, don't believe everything you see on the internet. Yeah. I think it is okay to call the new charger a battery charger. In fact, I think it's hilarious. Yeah. Viper is a go, engine unknown, coming from top insider info. Okay, I mean, I've seen posts on those same insider sites. There's several of them, and yes, some of them have been accurate over the years, but they're the same kinds of sites. I've seen the new CUDA posts and the two-door charger is coming. They didn't make it this year, but it's coming next year. The two-door charger is coming. It never came until the new one, until the latest. Like that again, like I have seen so many of these articles from so many of those insider type places. Like, I don't care how top the insiders are. I will believe it when I see it. And until then, I just have no interest in that kind of stuff. Maybe it's true. Sure, a good few of those have turned out to be accurate, but I'm just not banking on it. Oh, Bill Mize's phone put Coronet. It was a Sport Fury. Don't know why my phone did that. And he sent me another $25. Gee, Bill, thank you. What a guy. Top super chatter of all time. Everyone said bye to Tom. If the Viper comes back, it will be a name only. Well, maybe. Is the Charger a name only? Because it's not a 68 Charger? And it's not was the Charger they've been making a name only? Or was it a Charger? What made the Charger a Charger? The name. Anyway, the Charger in the classic era meant several different things. People get so goofy about things. I'm not saying you're people, but people do. Anyway. Oh, yeah, there you go. Phenomenon reminds us that Dodge has used the name Daytona for many different things. Like, how about the late B-body Daytona car? You guys a fan of the 05 trucks? A neighbor at my old house had a yellow one. I don't. It's a little garish for me, but yeah. Yeah, maybe they'll bring back the Viper as an EV. If it makes 1,500 horsepower rear-wheel drive with no traction control, then I think it still counts. Has your brother turned away from Mopars with his new Camaro? He still drives his what's it called? Fury occasionally. When it will start. It's good times. Yes, final edition. Yes. 2002. I almost said 2004 earlier, but then I didn't say because I couldn't remember which year they ended the first generation. Yeah, and I don't need an ACR. I don't care. Yeah, Plymouth, they were the lowest on the totem pole, but they really had the good stuff. They always did. They had great designs. They had great ideas. They had sporty cars. Yes, Mike McNally. Just a question. Did Dodge make an LA360 with a roller cam? Yes, absolutely. I have one that has an LA360 intake. Yeah, so 1980, I'm going to be wrong, 85 or 86, the roller cams came. 318 with a roller cam would have a 302 chassis number head. 360 has a 308 chassis number head. TBI had roller cams, but they did exist in carbureted applications before that slightly, at least in the 318 anyway. Pretty sure 360 is the same. And then all TBI engines are roller cams, and those were until 92 in a 318 and until 93 in a 360. So yes, they were made for a few years. They're popular builders. Roller cam LA. You can use old school LA heads very easily. Yeah, you just don't park an electric car in your garage. I feel like that's pretty well known at this point. I really like the new Charger, and with the rebate they have on it now, it's only $60,000. It's not in the budget, but I really like it, and I did think through that. Well, obviously, it's just going to be parked in the driveway. It's fine. I don't have a house garage. Wish I did. Good cars would be in it. No, the Viper engine was never a truck engine, but the Viper truck had the Viper engine. The truck V10 is derived from the Viper engine. The Viper engine was on the drawing board first. They made an iron block version. The heads are not the same. Nothing is the same except the architecture. But the aluminum Viper V10 was put in the SRT10 pickup. I really wish that car had bricked because it would have made a great video. Wouldn't it? I think so. Tony told me all those cars were bricking on lots. He told me they were all garbage, so I was 100% sure that I would go test drive a new one and it would be a brick, because I've heard from Tony that they're all absolute garbage, and they're an embarrassment, and they're a shame on the Dodge name. I hope he's listening. He has said so many words about them, and literally exactly that is why I made a video. Prove him right or prove him wrong, but do it by driving the goddamn car and experiencing it and finding out what it's really about and giving it a chance. That is what I did. If it had bricked in the video, that would have been great. But unfortunately, it worked like a car. And also, it was awesome. Rant over. Nolan would like to own a non-dually V10 truck with a 5-speed at one point. Those used to be cheap. I never saw a 5-speed one, but yeah, I actually do like the truck V10. Oh, I didn't know that. Apparently the quad cab Vipers were automatics and standard cabs were 6-speed manuals. I've seen one standard cab red Viper truck once. So I guess it was a 6-speed. That's cool. Paul Cabazola asked, how's that copper Ram Charger working out? I dig those trucks. Good. He's daily driving it. Cruising around with his dog in it. No. Yes, they called that the V10 Magnum. Yes, very true. Again, not a Viper engine. I didn't say it was. I wouldn't say it was. I know what it is and what it isn't. Yes, they're an iron block. The heads are also different. Everything is different, but the architecture is the same. The bottom end dimensions the important details of the engine, but they are finished in very different ways. I just saw another comment. What was it? Damn it. Missed something. No, the Viper V10 is a 360 LA that went to college in Italy. Same idea, though. Oh, Paul Wortman said, they need to get you on VinWiki. Well, maybe. I don't know if I want to go to Georgia or whatever. Dan Taylor, what's your opinion of painting the inside of a block with Gliptol, for instance? That's supposed to be a good thing to do, I guess, for oil drain back. Lots of people do it. Dave Freeman can confirm that being a gold member is absolutely worth the money. You have gotten more money's worth out of it than anyone else. Yeah. Oh, McLovin's headed down to Lincoln City in a couple weekends. Nice. Why is my turn on Do Not Disturb? Am I getting a phone call? Okay. Yeah, Lincoln City. I just love the whole coast. Ken Burback, ever see any famous Mopar people here? Famous might be the wrong word. Some somewhat well-known names in the hobby have dropped in here. I mean, Uncle Tony's been in the live a few times. He's approaching a famous Mopar person, I think. He's very well known. Oh, I already made it purple in a year? Oh, that's good. It has been so long since I set all that up. I don't even know. I don't have any idea anymore. Scoop dropped his snack. No! Michael Adamo is here. How's it going, Michael? I have not seen the Hellcat swap Miata. That sounds amazing. YouTube can be such a fickle beast. Yeah, it really is. It really, really is. Yeah, in fact, actually, it's funny. Dust Devil Garage is here, and he said most channels don't get over 100 subs, and that's totally true. I believe it was McLovin. It may have been someone else, but I think it was him that was showing me the percentage of channels that past that point and beyond. I don't want to toot my own horn. I've been very lucky. I've worked hard, but I've been very lucky. But the percentage of channels that pass 50,000 subscribers is very low. And I'm proud of that. I mean, there are a lot, but compared to the number of small channels there are out there, percentage-wise. Yeah. Nice. I agree with that too. Yeah, that's he sent me his good news this morning, and I was like, yeah, see, now you don't have to quit YouTube. He wasn't serious when he said it, but I get it. Like when you do all that work and then it's not worth the time. Yeah, it's hard to disagree with. If my channel hadn't taken off and continued to work as well as it has, I wouldn't still be doing this. I enjoy it a lot, but it is a job. So yeah, you kind of do have to see some results. Bell James has been watching since about 10K. Yeah, I don't even remember when that was anymore. Plymouth on Plywood heard they're bringing the Omni back. That sounds very true to me. Nukem Garage. Duke Nukem. Well, I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. Sometimes I think my Morgan Freeman's okay, but that definitely wasn't. Duke Nukem. If they put the Viper name on an Italian car, it won't be a Viper. Well, we'll see. Nice. GGG around the shop is not a Mopar guy, but enjoys my videos. I even spotted early Hemi parts at the Buell Fairgrounds swap meet yesterday with info I learned on DDG. Nice. Yes, Chargers since 2005 are Chargers because Dodge made them and they said Charger on them. And also, some of them are fast. Exactly that. It was one of those in this thing that was shared on Discord, and it was like, that's not a thing. JW Kegel, Discord's more direct. Yeah, shoot me a message on Discord. Emails I don't check. I don't get like notifications or stuff for that. Does your brother know of a good mechanic to take his 64 Fury 2 to make it start? I don't know if he does. I got to go back and watch that because I've always thought of him that way. Like a Viper is not to be taken lightly. I don't know if I'm responsible enough to own one. I completely agree, Jordan. Yeah, the hood design is weird. I don't like the resulting bulge from them adding that arrow scoop thing. I'm pretty confident that that is where the grill will be on the gas version of the car. So I think that problem will solve itself. Yeah, I don't love that. I don't mind the Scoopy thing, but I don't like the bulge in the middle of the hood, the weird like lump. I don't like that. So yeah. 2 V10 engines share only bore centers, which is incidentally the bore center of the LA V8. They're different strokes. They're different rods, bores. I thought they were the same displacement. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, McLovin is also interested in an EV. They have their place. It's 100% true. Yeah, I just said that. Magnum V10 is derived from 360 Viper V10 designed by Lamborghini and came out later. Well, they're both deep skirt. I'm running out of time for this. My understanding is they are the same architecture. I don't think I'm wrong in saying that. I can't remember what year the Magnum V10 was in trucks compared to when the Viper was released. But my understanding is they are both. There's a lot of Lamborghini in the design. Yes, it's not designed by Lamborghini. That's not 100% accurate. It's designed by Chrysler, but they owned a partial stake in Lamborghini and they copied their work, essentially. There's a lot of Lamborghini in it, but it's a Chrysler build. And I believe it is a Chrysler design, again, with notes taken from Lamborghini. Jeff Hutchins says, 94 truck engineers stole a Viper V10 from the Viper side when designing engineering the new Ram. I don't know how true that is, but again, that was my understanding is the Viper V10 came first, and then a version of the V10 was derived from that architecture for use in trucks. I think but again, it's been a while since I read up on that history. Oh, yes, I have seen a V10 5-speed Ram 2500. Well, Freiburger's got one, too. I haven't seen one for sale locally. I started to say that I had, but the one I was thinking of was an automatic. I don't think the V10s sound like a diesel. I think they sound slightly broken or too smooth. They sound less broken than a typical V8. It's one problem or the other. Yes, the SRT10 is the Viper truck, 100%. Yeah, that's what I just said. Freiburger's got that truck. Viper engine was designed by the Lamborghini. I think that's backwards. I think Chrysler designed it with design details from Lamborghini. Yeah. Thank you, Brian. Oh yeah. I don't think electric is rubbish. I think that's silly. I think it has its place. Yes, it rains here. I pray to Jesus and the Great Magnet that the new electric charger explodes because of rain and proves you right. But I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the companies building electric cars have heard of rain. Could be wrong. Good morning, Patrick Ramberg. You're right on time. It does more than rain up here. It's good times. Wow, AMC guy says it was that Studebaker that brought him here. Nice. Yes, Donnie dropped a new video today. I apologize, I have not seen it yet. It has been a very busy day. But I got teasers of Donnie's new video as it was coming together, and I am excited to see it. He sent me a clip that, oh man, got me excited. It sounded good. So yeah, go watch Donnie's video, Big Wrench Tech. He did a cool Mopar thing. I'm assuming that's the video that came out today. I'm pretty sure it is. Again, this is weird again because two related comments in a row. Fox Can Fix It said you have me at 81 Challenger, and then Dan Rose said, "Are there any updates on the 81 Challenger?" And I do apologize. I'm pretty much out of time. I got to get out of here. No, I'm not going to do 2-hour plus videos. Are there any updates on the 81 Challenger? No, there aren't. And I'm going to do a video on that. And I think it's something, it's not that it's the first video where this idea has ever been discussed, but I think it's something people need to hear anyway, especially because there are so many people looking forward to that build. And they might not like it, but we'll see. All I can tell you is it is a great car. It is very, very fun how it is. I have no time, and I know tearing into it would be a mistake, and that's why I haven't done it. And it's so fun. Like, it's just awesome how it is. So, for the foreseeable future, I'm going to do something a little different than I had in mind, which essentially is leave it alone. But I'd like to put it on a chassis dyno for science. Carl Grant, Jamie, I'm fairly new to DDG. I don't know if you've answered this. Have you met or do you know Mark Warman from Graveyard Cars? No, but I was behind him in traffic once, and he messaged me trying to buy the black door panels out of my 72 Fury 3 parts car once because he was building a police car. But he didn't end up buying them. Nukem Garage has been called Duke Nukem by various people for 35 years. Well, now I apologize. I feel bad. Yeah. Yeah, Daniel LeBreton. I wish/hope they're the pinnacles of EVs and don't have the same battery life problems as the Mustangs have. They probably do, but let's find out first, right? Do we throw the baby out with the bathwater or whatever? Tony says all kinds of stuff. He does know a good bit about airflow. Nukem Garage. If I owned a Viper, the video would go viral because I'd probably wreck it in 15.8 feet. I didn't wreck the Cobra, and I sure tested that car thoroughly, but I've heard the Viper is in a class of its own. And the one I was looking at is supercharged. So there's that. Sure. Yeah, I already knew that. That's exactly what I said earlier. I was pretty sure that the gas charger will have to have a radiator. Yeah. Michael Adamo says, hey, you worked your ass off for your channel. I'm pretty sure I've been with you since about 5,000 subs. That sounds right. Yeah, you've been around the channel for a long time, and I thank you for that. Yes, I have worked for it. There's no question. But there's been a lot of luck in it, too. That's my understanding. That is my understanding. Again, there is a lot of Lamborghini in that engine. They went to Italy. They sketched. They traced like the best similar thing I can think of is Studebaker copying GM's overhead V8 4950. They went to GM and traced that engine and built it, but cheaper and worse. And that is my understanding of how the Viper V10 went. There's a lot of Lamborghini in it, but it is a Chrysler engine. Chrysler design. Chrysler did the heavy lifting. Exactly. Yep. Evan. Ooh. Dude, I just checked the Northwest for one in red today. And I didn't. Dang it. Oh. I'll look at that when I get my phone back. Yeah. Evan found a red one. I might have allegedly searched nearby dealers for a red one, and there aren't any. They're black, silver, or blue. I gotta get out of here. That's what I thought. Yes, Viper V10 was first. Cast iron firing order is different apparently. I'll defer to Jeff on that one because I don't know that. Just read something very funny. They even have the same displacement. That's what I thought. That was my understanding. Rooster's 69 Fury video is getting a lot of attention. People are going nuts. Nice. Very cool. I will see you on Discord. I'll see a bunch of you guys on Discord. I got to get out of here. Mexican Spec is selling a 1982 Challenger. He gave me advance notice on this. I declined. I don't need to. Road Song with more good information on the difference between the two V10s. Different oil passages and I know the heads are different. I said that. I know they are. Mexican Spec is selling an 82 Challenger. It's dark gray, I believe. So if someone else wants to call me out like Dan did, he'll take on the winner. Mexican Spec has that for sale right now. You can find him on Instagram, and he has a website. I think it's mexicanspec.com, isn't it? Something like that. I agree. I think battery technology needs to come further, and the infrastructure is the big thing. $2 Garage says the early Power Wagon brought me here. Nice. That's been a while. Mexican Spec says Hemi is coming for the new Charger, maybe 2026. We'll see. We will see. I have heard, but we will see. Oh, Legba apologizes for starting the SRT10 crap. That's my understanding. Yep. I was thinking the same thing. Okay. Well, good night, y'all. Okay, yeah, it's time to go. I'm starving. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I appreciate that. I really do. Thanks everyone for watching all the wacky videos I make. Keeps me going and my engine clean. Well. Dad Ella Breton predicted it. God damn it. If the earth was a turtle and I was also a turtle, well, you know it's only turtles all the way down. No rocks, no shrubs, no grass, no policeman on my ass. How I wish I was... Damn it. How I wish it was only turtles all the way down. All the way down. All the way down. All the way down. Okay. Michael Adama was asking last year about the Viper truck. Standard cab is a 6-speed. That's what I hear. I just learned that. My sister posted turtles. Thanks, everybody. I will see you later. Thanks for your continued support. Probably more small block stuff this Engine Wednesday. Everybody loves small block stuff. And, God, I am working on so many different videos right now. It is insane. There's some C-body stuff coming next weekend. There's wacky stuff you never would have predicted. It's going to happen. Stay tuned. Going to be fun. Thanks, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye. And my thanks to Tom as well. Gagged me with a dead Smurf. Is it better or worse when I perform it badly? All right, bye.